Pardon me. Just on my little evening trot to the village, to the shop. Just watched Liverpool beat Arsenal. In fact, they ain't beat us at home in 15 years. Quite bright out there, look. Very peaceful evening round here. The nights are drawing in though. The nights are drawing in, and there's definitely a chill in the air. Not that it's freezing. Soon will be freezing. Another month or two. What are we? September tomorrow. Birthday on Saturday. Not too sure what I'm doing yet. Going to plan something crazy. Yeah, this year's gone quick. September out of the way. October, November, and then Christmas will be upon us. Yeah, next Saturday, 54. Quite pleased actually. When they say like life begins at 40 or 30 or whatever, mine kind of began at 50 when I got diagnosed. Obviously now I'm living a completely different life. Which I'm still finding out about. It's crazy. So what, we'll have a walk this way for a change down to the, what's the time? Yeah, you got enough time. Shop shuts at 8. Just wearing in my new trainers. Actually, they're really comfy. Just got to try and keep them white, which would be a right joke living in the countryside, but it's all right in summer. Yeah, you can feel the chill. You can feel the chill in the wind. 54, and I'm still in Oak Avenue. Yeah. Will I get to 64 and still be there? Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Yeah, what say 54? Keep collecting the records, the two-tone, for another 6 or 7 years, and then boom, as soon as I hit 60 odd, that's my pension. Do you know what I mean? Start cashing in on all that two-tone. Which is going to be quite nice, to be honest with you. But then that's what I said, I can't take them with me. The way I looked at it is it was an investment. Do you know what I mean? So, and I've heard as well that one of Madness, I forget who's got an incurable cancer, which is quite sad. No doubt the Madness records will go up in value, because they do. But and obviously when Suggs, when the big man comes knocking for Suggs, then Madness tunes are going to go, because I've seen it with Rankin Roger, and I've seen it with Terry Hall. Saying that, the actual two-tone market is bubbling and really sort of, it's like a big market. Well, saying that, there's in the groups that I'm in, there's probably about 6,000 to 10,000 of us, but everybody's collecting different things. Some people were just collecting Ghost Town, but from every country around the world. But it seems a bit boring to me. I do admire their collections, just like they admire mine. But yeah, imagine that. Imagine having every copy of Ghost Town or Too Much Too Young from right across the globe. And I did post it on here. The Australian press of specials, red vinyl. See, you'll notice as well that the South African copies, all the other copies have got gangsters on that specials album. But obviously, because the specials released gangsters to kick it all off with, they wanted everyone to buy that, so they didn't put that on the album. But yeah, wouldn't mind one of the, really, I'll see my Aussie mates. I've got a couple of mates who sort of come from this village, but they sort of moved down under. I should really get them to have a look. And my Irish pals, man. I should really have a word with Finn when he gets back from Thailand. Send my pals out on the hunt. Because you get like the Irish copy in that. They got like Chrysalis. It's a Chrysalis. It ain't like, it's mad. It ain't on two-tone. Well, it is on two-tone, but it's kind of not. Just approaching the village. Got a lot happening. Always in this shop, and he ought to give me shares in this. Saying that, he does do me good deals and that, so it's all good. Plus, if I ain't got no money, obviously I've got money now because things have changed, but when I didn't have any, he'd give you whatever you wanted. He'd give me whatever I wanted, and I just pay him on payday. But then I go in there every day, so I suppose when he took over, he sort of got to know the locals that are in there all the time. Plus, I always pay up. Yeah. Now all my money sort of changed. The whole game's changed, really. It's quite mad. I want to get some lemonade, but I don't know if they sell lemonade. Not here then. So, lemonade. Strong carrier bag as well, please. Yep, thank you. Cheers, mate, thank you. Got the young Asian lady serving behind the till tonight. Hello, mate.
Hello. I'm just gonna stop. Come on.
Barber shop. Not that I've got any hair. Yeah, they've got some lemonade. Where are we? We're just down here, look. Back in the 80s, there would have been a gang over there. Back in the two-tone days, all the skinheads over there. Yeah. In fact, I could tell you some naughty things, but I won't. Yeah, what an experience, eh? Cook up a burger. I only had one burger today. I bought some nice burgers in town from the butchers. And I've been filling up my paraffin chili lamps. We're going to fire them up tonight. Because I've got some more mantles on the way, which should be here in a minute. This is quite sad, look. The old pub. Very sad. What they used to do, people used to leave it and they used to get like managers in there, but there ain't been no one in there for years. Isn't it weird how the pub industry kind of died? And the clubs, man. The clubs are all dead, really. I think COVID and all that killed a lot of them. Obviously, with the pubs, you had the no smoking thing and all that. But I think COVID killed them off. Especially around here. There'd be loads of pubs. You could go on like a mad pub crawl. Now they're all gone. They're all closed. Been repurposed. I can remember going in that pub back there on a weekend and you'd have to fight your way to the bar, literally. As soon as you open the door, just loads of smoke, but no one gave a shit. Even the non-smokers, I don't think they gave a shit, to be honest with you. Yeah. Now you can't even have an England flag. Who's seen that pub on YouTube and that, and on Facebook, telling people to go away with an England flag? How fucking rude is that? And the like landlady, what did she say? She said, "We don't belong to that. We can't see to be belonging to that. Belonging to that? It's an England flag." Unbelievable. Quite looking forward to the protest in London. In fact, my pal Bonner's coming with me now. So there's going to be two of us. I think there's some protest groups, but I said to me mate, if it looks a bit dodgy, just get behind me. And I'm taking an extra long flag stick, so I can just whack it round somebody's nut if I have to. You never know what nut's going to jump out at you. Not anyone will, but you never know. It's best to be prepared. Might get the loonies out, do you know what I mean? Ramming people or stabbing people up. You just don't know. Yeah, I think there's going to be millions there. Going to be live as well. Going to be live. Going to be taking music as well. Going to be taking some two-tone. How about that? Blast some music around with me as I'm marching about with my flag. Quite looking forward to it. Yeah. I expect there's going to be all sorts of flags there. Probably Welsh ones, Scottish ones, Irish ones. Because they've got it just as bad in Ireland, man. In fact, that's what's been needed for a long time, is big protests like this, what's going to be happening. As long as it's peaceful and all goes good, it'll make the government look like right idiots. Because they are taking the piss, really. They are illegal immigrants, man. They're not legal immigrants. They're illegal. Crazy. Yet the government's too busy cutting disabled people's money and robbing pensioners of the home winter thing and whatever. We ain't got enough money for the NHS. No, we ain't, because we're letting every motherfucker that comes in on the boats have a go on it. That's why. They're also working illegally. That's the fact. And they've... I'm going to say this because it's correct. They've raped and that quite a few women and children. Obviously, you've heard of the grooming gangs and that. Yeah, I'll say it. They're the Asian grooming gangs. I've never had a warning from Facebook from YouTube. Some people were worried about speaking about it, but I think the only reason you got to worry about YouTube is if you're just spurting loads of hate shit. Obviously, you hear what I say. I don't sit there and go, I'm left or right, because to be honest with you, if you're left or right, you've got an agenda. I'm not either. I'm not left or right. I'm just fucking for the common man. Do you know what I mean? But who knows if they manage to stop the trains like they said they were going to. But I can't see them doing that. There'd be too much of an uproar. But yeah. I have to get have a look at the routes. I think the route's all been planned out by Tommy Robinson. He sat down with the police and all that. Crazy. I said to my pal as well, if the old bill start, because they do like to sort of kettle people in, which is basically just squeezing you into a small space. And my mate, he's quite ill. He's not like as strong as me. Got issues with his pancreatitis and all that. So I told him, just get behind me and we'll swerve out of it. But I can see it going all right anyway. Obviously, the police, if there's an opposition march, then well, how can there be an opposition march? The people marching with fucking England flags. Crazy. Yeah, I'll have to have a look, see what time it's going to be starting. What is it, the 12th, isn't it? My England flag. That's the one I'm going to take with me, I think. I might get another one. The big one, right? I've got another flag, but it's a naval flag. Which I used to fly when my dad was here. So it's not like anybody can come along and go, "Hey, get that flag down," because I've always had flags up. I've noticed that in London, a lot of Caribbean people are putting their Jamaica flag up. Fair play to them, I say. Anyway, big bottle of lemonade. Bottle of yop. Just gonna sit down. Oh, I'll have some of my drink. Where's my red drink then? La, 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 da, da, da. Got another scrapyard run, so I've got some aluminium. Some more electronics. Could take that to London with me. Smell like bleach. I'll whack down the toilet, that's for sure. In fact, I'm going to flush the bug, I reckon. Bleach in the toilet. Yeah, I've been sorting out my records again. And I've just put new batteries in my handheld TV. But where the battery thing's broke, I have to glue it on that. La, la, la. See, still got the tents out there. Anyway, let's sit down for 5 minutes. I've got 2 cans of that. Got a new lighter as well. I'm going to take my new trainers off because go out in the garden in a minute. Don't want to get them all muddy. Put my old ones on, which are these old red ones to use for gardening and that. Yeah, these are really comfortable. Night Cortez. I've had white ones with a red stripe and a red stripe at the bottom before, and I've had red ones with a white stripe, but I've never had one with a blue stripe. In fact, they fit rather well, size 10. Right. Tell you what, I might have to open a few windows. It's quite hot in here, I know that much. Ah. It's just to do without that. Fucking losing it, no? Just picked up half a joint, but don't want to put that. I quite often randomly find like half a joints and joints here, there and everywhere. It's probably right in front of me. ADHD it normally is. I might have to roll another one. Strange. I came over here, didn't I? Right, it's not in the bathroom, then there it is. Look, if it's not in the bathroom, it is in the bathroom. In fact, I'm getting better at locating things.
Frequency mode.
A CB band, which I can get on here. I've got to put it into all modes. Full band tuning. FM. Ooh. One, two, three, four. Anyway, let's go out in the garden, I think. Also got the little, this is the one it came with. off out into the garden, I think. What do we need? We need a lighter. In fact, I'm just going to be a second. I'm just going to check to see where the Amazon delivery driver is. And I'll be back on this stream here. I'm back. No, he's not. He's out on the delivery, but but he's not showing up on the thing yet. Right. What do we need? Take this little radio. Gonna need a torch at some point. Oh. I'll show you all my chilli lamps out there. I've got all ready to go. I ain't gonna need them on. I'm gonna need that bag there. Okay, so I want to. Oh, I'm gonna cook up a burger. I think we're gonna have in there. So I need from there. I need some ADHD medical. ADHD medical. I'll tell you what. I'll come back on a brand new